Welcome to the Jack Journey podcast and commanding attention in every room. That's what it's all about today. The art of effective communication to command attention, foster stronger relationships, and boost your career growth. Now, this podcast is going to help equip you with the tools to turn up the volume on your charisma and influence. Being heard and having impact is crucial in our daily lives, both personally and professionally. It's essential for building meaningful relationships, advancing in our careers, achieving our goals. The science behind this lies in the understanding of the psychology of communication and the impact of our words and actions on others. Lots of studies have shown that effective communication skills correlate with success in so many aspects of life. For example, research conducted by the Carnegie Institute of Technology found that 85% of financial success is attributed to skills in human engineering, such as personality, communication, and the ability to influence others. 85%. This is huge, right? It emphasizes the importance of mastering effective communication to excel in all the different areas of your life. But it can be hard to get right. It is so frustrating talking to someone who you know could benefit from your point of view or ideas, and they just don't hear you, or they don't want to. In our daily interactions, common mistakes in communication can negatively affect our lives in a big way. These include poor listening skills, lack of clarity, nonverbal body language inconsistencies, and a failure to understand our audience. Who are we talking to? These mistakes can lead to big misunderstandings, conflicts, lots of missed opportunities, and strained relationships. We've all been there. So it is crucial to address these communication pitfalls and actively work on improving your skills to avoid these kinds of negative results. So I've put together my top 10 rules for effective communication. They're going to greatly improve your personal and professional lives. In personal relationships, more effective communication strengthens bonds. It can help you resolve conflict and fosters a deeper intimacy. It is so powerful. Professionally, it enhances our leadership abilities, boosts our career possibilities, and helps us navigate those complex work dynamics. Being able to command attention and having an impact are true game changers. So let's jump right in. All right, Jack's top 10 rules for effective communication. Number 1, know your audience. Knowing your audience is key. It's like customizing a playlist for a party and you're the DJ. It's all about understanding their needs, interests, and preferences so you can deliver a message that hits home. Not every message fits every audience. You have to learn to tailor your communication to resonate with whoever's listening. The same stories you tell at the family dinner table may not work in the disco. Are there even discos anymore? If there were, I'd probably go. I love dancing. Anyway, remember, what works at your birthday party may not work in the boardroom. By tailoring your communication this way to resonate with your listeners, you create a connection that grabs their attention and keeps them locked in, engaged. So whether it's a casual conversation or a formal presentation at work, take the time to understand your audience and craft your message accordingly. Remember, a well-tailored message can make all the difference in getting your point across and leaving a lasting impression. Speak to them in their own language. Number 2, clarity and conciseness. Be the Hemingway of speaking. Be clear, concise, and unforgettable. Because in a world filled with information overload, being the Hemingway of speaking is a superpower. Clear and concise communication ensures that your message is not only understood, but more importantly, remembered. By cutting out the fluff and getting straight to the point, you captivate your audience and avoid confusion. So keep your sentences crisp, use simple language, and focus on conveying your message with impact. Remember, brevity is the key to being unforgettable in a sea of indistinguishable chatter. Less is more, so keep it simple, clear, and straight to the point. If you're doing this, people are going to start listening right away when you start speaking. They'll be used to hearing something valuable or interesting from you and not a lot of BS. This definitely works. Number 3, positive body language. Your body is a billboard advertising your thoughts. It speaks volumes. Use it to emphasize and complement your words. I did a whole podcast on this because it is so important. Definitely check that out. It is incredibly helpful and will go into much more detail than I can here. But you need to know that your body is talking, even when your mouth isn't moving. So let's make sure it's saying really good things. Positive body language like maintaining eye contact, having an open stance, and using good gestures, all of these will help you convey confidence, approachability, and that ever-important trustworthiness. It creates a really welcoming atmosphere, and so it enhances the impact of your words. And by being mindful of your body language and aligning it with what you're saying, you create a truly powerful presence. You're more magnetic and you can captivate an audience and build those stronger connections. Really, you need to check out my podcast on body language. You'll be glad you did. Number 4, confident and modulated voice. Picture a chocolate cake when you're on a diet. It's irresistible. Just like a well-modulated, confident voice. It really can be just as enticing. A confident voice exudes authority, engages your audience, and leaves a lasting impression. And don't forget to modulate. A monotone voice is boring. Use the full range of your vocal cords to keep things interesting. The science behind this lies in the psychology of vocal tones, where a confident voice triggers positive responses in listeners. To give this a try, practice speaking with conviction, vary your vocal tones, and use pauses when it makes sense. By harnessing this power in your voice, you'll command attention and impact others in ways you never thought possible. Number 5, active listening. Being a good speaker starts with being a great listener. Active listening is about fully engaging with the speaker, showing genuine interest, and providing welcomed feedback. When you're actively listening, you're building rapport. You're demonstrating respect and enhancing understanding. Very key. Implement this by giving your full attention to whoever's speaking. Maintain eye contact and ask clarifying or follow-up questions to show that you're interested. Matthew McConaughey is a master at this. He does a lot of things right. In fact, he's a magnetics genius. More on that in another episode, but know that when you become a skilled listener, you create an environment of open communication. You'll also gain valuable insights and foster deeper connections. People who only talk and don't really listen will take so much longer to build connections and influence if they ever do. Number 6, inject a little humor. People love to laugh. In sales, they say people who are smiling are buying. So infuse some humor to lighten the mood and engage the person or people you're talking to. Injecting a little humor helps to create a positive and enjoyable experience for your audience. It makes it a little more fun. It lightens the mood, builds rapport, and makes you more relatable. All great things in building influence and having an impact. So next time you're in conversation or presenting, sprinkle in some relevant and appropriate humor, or maybe use some witty wordplay. Remember to adapt your humor to the situation and audience, of course. Get people to laugh or even smile, and you'll be a captivating and memorable communicator. Number 7, tell stories. People love stories. They captivate our imagination, evoke emotions, and make information more memorable. Becoming a good storyteller is the key to becoming a great communicator. Stories can be personal experiences, anecdotes, or any kind of example that illustrates what your message is. Try and craft narratives that resonate with your audience using vivid descriptions and relatable characters. When you incorporate storytelling into your conversations and presentations, you can create a compelling connection and really engage your audience on an emotional level. It leaves a lasting impact. There are many great books on learning how to be a great storyteller. You can try The Art of Storytelling by John Walsh, or if you're into marketing, you might like Russell Brunson's Secrets books. They talk a lot about creating an attractive character in marketing. There's some great storytelling advice there. The most important thing to remember, though, is to begin with a great hook, something that will keep them listening till the end, and always have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Number 8, empathy and respect. Value diversity of opinions. This is so key. Show respect and you'll get respect. Empathy and respect are the building blocks of effective communication. When you show genuine interest in others' viewpoints and value their opinions, it fosters trust and strengthens relationships. When you're actively listening, acknowledging their perspective, and validating their feelings, whether you agree with them or not, because validating and agreeing are not always the same. You can create an environment where everyone feels heard and respected. So try putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Try to understand their experiences and their point of view. By being empathetic and respectful, you're creating a supportive and inclusive communication style that's going to lead to collaboration and more understanding. Number 9, assertiveness. Believe in your own ideas and express them confidently. Just remember to leave room for others too. Assertiveness is the key to expressing your viewpoints confidently and persuasively. People are more inclined to listen to someone who believes in their own ideas. So speak up with conviction, use confident body language, and provide supporting evidence for your arguments. That's extremely helpful. However, like I mentioned before, it's important to balance assertiveness with active listening and respect for others' perspectives. When you master assertive communication, you can effectively convey your thoughts, gain more influence, and build more credibility. So do this. Number 10, practice, practice, practice. Rome wasn't built in a day. Becoming a great communicator takes a little time, so take every opportunity to practice and refine your skills. Make it a habit to engage in daily conversations, participate in public speaking opportunities, and actively get feedback so you can improve. You need to embrace opportunities to communicate in all kinds of different settings and with diverse audiences. Challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. That's what it's all about. Experiment with different communication techniques. When you do all of this consistently, practicing and refining your communication skills, you'll absolutely become a confident and impactful communicator. When you embody and embrace these communication tactics, your life can be transformed. You become more confident, persuasive, and influential. You can navigate any social or professional setting with ease. It's an incredibly freeing experience. Effective communication empowers you to get what you want out of life. Whether it's building strong relationships, achieving more career success, or making a positive impact on the world. So embrace these 10 rules, refine your communication skills, and unleash your full potential. After all, a world where our voices are heard and our influence is felt is a world where we can shape our destiny. As usual, there's a worksheet for you that's going to summarize what we've talked about here today and help you next level your results quickly so you can become a more effective communicator. So if you haven't already, download it, should be a link below, and do the exercises. Congratulations. Once again, you are one step closer to the life you want and living in confidence, courage, and style. See you again, same time, same place. Until then, that's a wrap.